What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sixth Round Podcast. Oh, it. I don't. I'm too excited to talk about this shit to fucking have a good intro and I don't know, but we had PFL and UFC this weekend. We'll start off with PFL since it's the first one that happened, but Larissa Pacheco takes on Julia Budd in the main event for PFL 2. Gingy, I know you don't be watching PFL. Did you watch PFL last year at all?
I caught some of them. I always work on Fridays, so it's just hard. And then
Yeah.
even trying to then go back, it's trying to watch on Saturday when I also have the whole UFC cards usually. So it's just
All right. Well, do you know about Larissa Pacheco?
yes, beat Kayla Harris to win the 155 championship last year.
Yeah, she is only, how old is she? 28? Yes.
Yeah.
She's 28 years old.
Yeah, not that
Her
old.
pro record is 20-4. Her only 4 losses, she went 0-2 in the UFC back in 2014 and 2015 against Jessica Andrade and Jermaine Durandamine.
Yeah.
So she was young.
Young
no
as
shame
shit,
in that.
like
It's
20
cool.
years old.
And then her
No, yeah,
other
there's-
2 losses were to Kayla Harrison at 155 in PFL, who is just a monster in that division as well. And she ended up beating her. So those are her only losses. She's great.
Only former champions on her record. Like that's literally that she's lost to. And then so cuz I'm pretty sure it was the 2019 or 2021 season, right? She loses to Kayla, and then 2022 she comes out, gets I believe 4 straight first round knockouts or first round finishes.
Yep.
And then gets the rematch.
She gets 3 and then she decisions Kayla.
Okay. Sorry.
3.
Oh,
no, you were right.
Okay. Yeah.
No, you were wrong.
What? What the hell, Kate?
What year are we in? Holy crap, there's too much. You were wrong. 3. Okay.
But was it a 4 fight win streak all first round finishes after that?
Before that, it was 5. But
before the Kayla Harrison?
Yeah, before the Kayla Harrison, it was 5. But in the year 2022, it was 3.
Yeah, for the season, it was 3.
Yeah.
But so either way, after losing to Kayla, just starts finishing everyone in the first round. Gets to the finale of gets to the championship bout in 2022, and she just looked. The level ups in her game, she was way more patient. She was so ready for all of the grapple and the judo throws from Kayla. She was just so prepared for that fight. Coming into this one, I honestly thought that I believe Julia Budd is 39 years old at this point.
39.
I thought she was going to just absolutely run through her. But goddamn, Julia gave her a tough ass fight.
She really did. I don't know if Larissa is just adjusting back to the lower weight class, like she got used to being at 155, now it's 145 for PFL, or she's just getting back into the swing of things. She still got the decision, she still did her thing, but
unanimous decision.
She definitely didn't look as good as I thought she would, and I definitely thought that she was gonna finish her.
Yeah, because because she before coming into the PFL, she fought at 135, 145 in her career. Comes into the PFL, 2019, they only have 155. So after spending 3 years fighting at 155, I don't know exactly how many fights in the PFL she has, but you're gonna get adjusted to that new weight class. You know what I mean? So I just
11.
Okay, 11 fights at 155.
At 155.
You are very much going to get acclimated to that weight and your body being heavier and just walking around fighting at that. So I don't know. I just feel like with her only being 28 years old, it's not development or athletically, she's just gonna fall off of a cliff, so I feel like that just has to be what it was.
I was about to say, I feel like it was a little column A, column B of what Kay was talking about, just having to move back down to 45 after being at 55 for 3 years. So she probably tried to put on a little bit of muscle mass, things like that.
Yeah.
And then also just getting back into the swing of things, because when did they?
October, I believe. That's usually when they have the
November.
November, okay.
November, so that's a normal amount of time off, about 5.
She probably took off for the holidays
months.
and stuff, got back around after New Year's.
So I mean, yeah, honestly, even with thinking about it then too, so it's like, yeah, fight in November, you have all those holidays and stuff of just like hanging out, maybe relaxing a bit, and enjoying like being the champion, and now it's like you're a bigger person, and now just enjoying holidays, you like being a little bit out of shape maybe, and now you're cut down to a lower weight class than what you did before. So
and that was the thing. Like, when did Kayla say? Like, when was that kind of announced? When Kayla said that they weren't going to be fighting in the tournament this upcoming year?
Well, so like Kayla talking about it recently, she was saying that she wanted to compete in the tournament, but PFL didn't want her to, so they could have her for like main events on pay-per-views and like pay-per-view fights and like throughout this year.
So I wonder how much time though, like then, like everyone
when
was
they
fighting
decided to change it.
Yeah, so how much time that they actually had to be able to like, because Larissa might have still just been ready to cut down to like 155. Then it was like, oh yeah, it's 45, and it's like, okay, shit, I need to change my strength and conditioning regimen instead of it being more focused on the strength, being more focused on the conditioning.
Yeah,
and trying to cut my weight back down. Like, so it could be a couple of different factors because like she had to move back down after 3.5 years, and it's just like having to do that has got to be hard.
But Julia Budd, former Bellator champ, she is a tough, good vet.
Yeah.
She's been in the game for a while, and just Larissa looked patient, like a little bit too patient. But when she decided to like throw her punches and she was landing, they always had big effects on Julia. Like oh man, she is just a monster for anyone to fight. Like that's not an easy fight to get through.
No, and I mean, like, yeah, talk about a vet, 4-0 in Invicta, 2-2 in Strike Force. Like, I'll find all the way back in the Strike Force days.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
fighting like 9-1 in Bellator.
In her first 4 pro fights, like I'm pretty sure she fought Ronda Rousey, Jermaine Durandamy, and Amanda Nunes. Like,
it went. Her second fight was Nunes, then
Jermaine, then Ronda,
DDR, and then Ronda.
Yeah, so like.
Bro, she's also probably what?
Those are your first fucking, 3 of your first 4 pro fights. Like she has literally been fighting the best competition since she's been fighting back in 2010.
And she's only been finished by the best. She's only been finished by Nunes, Rousey, and Cyborg.
Yeah, like that's.
And when she fought Nunes, she was KO TKO'd first round, 14 seconds in, and then with Ronda,
armbarred?
Armbarred in like 39 seconds.
Yeah,
39
finished
seconds.
5 goals with them in less than
slower,
a minute.
But that was the thing. Ronda at the point was 3-0 and was armbarring literally everyone.
And that's like, and even looking at like, pro debut, fought someone 3-0. She won. Amanda Nunes 5-1 at that point. Jermaine 2-1. Ronda 3-0. Like
the 2-1 is a little deceptive because Jermaine Durandamy also has an extensive kickboxing pedigree.
Yeah, like it's just, and then getting a fucking win over her too. She's been she's been in there forever, and just it sucks for her now. 0-2 in I was about to say Bellator, but PFL. I don't know, 39 years old. It's probably not going to be fighting too much longer, but Larissa gets that solid 3 points in the female featherweight division, so let's go. But that co-main event, though, your 2021 PFL heavyweight champion, Bruno Capoloza, he just starched fucking Mateusz Scheffel in the first round. Like, not too much was happening, just kind of both working on the outside, and then just as soon as he got him, that fight was just over. Just gets that quick 6, PFL, so the sooner you get the finish in the rounds, the more points you get in the standing. So, just some good shit for Bruno. Always fun to watch. And he's got 16 wins, 15 of them are by knockout. I'm pretty sure 10 are in the first round. So, like, afterwards he was talking about, like, wanting to, like, just something about, like, his grappling, just wanting to use it, and it's just like, nah, this dude's just a punching machine.
I was about to say, dude's just got power.
Power. But it wasn't, PFL, it was heavyweights and female featherweights, so not the biggest names on the card, not the craziest. You had Aspen Ladd losing a decision on there, so that was, that was something. But fucking opening up that main card though, an amateur 155 MMA fight. Biagio Ali Walsh, the grandson of Muhammad Ali, fighting some dude, Isaiah Figueroa. He was 1-1 coming into it. But I mean, I was just like, damn, we're having a amateur fight on here. Like, that's kind of crazy. And then just realize like, oh, this is the grandson of Muhammad Ali. Like, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, amateur fighter. He is just not that technical. A lot of development to go through. But you got a first round finish, so let's go.
That straight that started the sequence to the end was beautiful. Yeah. I will say that. Like, if he trains with, I'm assuming, his brother Nico, he can get some really good boxing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
I mean, having that name, there's gonna be a lot of pressure, a lot of hype on him. You know what I mean?
Obviously, yep.
So yeah, we'll definitely see what he's able to do once he turns pro. Other than that, though, only real notable thing on the prelims, Kate. Oh, Amber Leibrock.
That head kick was
the coming in, the most notable thing, like, I don't know, she was, I think, 35 years old heading into it,
but mad tall.
Yes,
6 feet tall, 145.
That you like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's like her and Megan Anderson that are 6 feet tall that that are fucking fighting in women's division. It's just, but yeah, her opponent just slow, plotty, just not just fucking taking her time trying to work towards something, and she just lined up a beautiful head kick. The smack on that was just nasty. Like, oh man, that was some good shit. Definitely check out those highlights if you can, Gingy.
Yeah, for sure.
But that wraps up PFL. Now on to the real shit. The real hard-hitting shit that we've all been waiting for. UFC 287 from Miami, Florida.
Oh my god.
The rematch, the quadrilogy, however you want to look at it. Motherfucking the last style bender. Izzy gets it done. Second round KO, 421. Oh my god.
That was fucking beautiful.
It was. Oh my god, it was.
It was beautiful for so many reasons, because Izzy just really did what he needed to do. He didn't settle into the position that he was in, because for a second it got scary. He looked like he looked in the last fight when he got TKO'd.
Yeah.
And he was just, covered up on the fence. He said, nah, fuck this. Threw that right hand, and it was kind of over for Alex. He came back a little bit, but got hit again and just dropped. Followed it up with some hammer fist. Out.
Oh, he was like, after the second punch landed, he was already out cold.
Oh yeah,
he was out before he hit the ground.
Yeah.
And then Izzy getting up, and I did notice one thing when he did, pulling the arrows back, shooting Bejeda. He did it 3 times specifically.
Yes,
I did notice that.
Oh man, yeah, it's so funny because I was just I was thinking about that last night too. I was just like, there is, like, Izzy is all about symbolism. There is no way that he didn't do 3 arrows for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. It's just like he had to. Oh man. But just because he, to your point of like, how he was covered up, like just looking like the 5th round of the first fight. He even said he was just like, oh, just playing a little bit of possum, like getting him to, because that's the thing that you notice with Bejeda. They're out at center. He just does his technical fighting when they're out in the center of the cage. You know what I mean? He's throwing out jabs. He's throwing out leg kicks. He's touching the body. He's throwing body kicks. He's not getting too overextended. As soon as he backs like his opponents up to the cage, he's like, it's go time. We got to start putting the pressure on. That's when he goes for big right hands, big left hooks, and just starts, the defense isn't there as much. He doesn't move his head. And Izzy just started to cover up. You seen Peda touches the body, throws the knee up top, like as Izzy was covered up, lands clean, throws a left hook, and he lands. And then, that fucking right hand just blasting him from covering. Oh my god, it was beautiful.
And wait, from what I remember, what I was seeing, he kind of just like throws out the left hand just to kind of get him to think about it, and then just comes over with that right hand. Just
hurts
him bad.
So he would like like you said, he throws out the jab, it lands, and because that's the thing, because like just watching like just breakdowns on it and shit, like as he was covered up, like if you look back, he was looking at Alex the entire time. His eyes never left focus, and so like Alex lands the left hook, and then Izzy throws out that jab as Alex was trying to throw another left hook. He threw that right hand on the inside of it and just blasted him. And it was kind of reminiscent of like the end of the first round, the first one where he gets hit. You see him lean, but he's still kind of there. But it's like, oh, you are not there, and then just hits him with another right hand left hook as he was falling down, and just
exactly.
Oh my god,
the hammer fist. Yeah, no, it was insane. Like I was going crazy because I'm like, holy fucking shit.
I was just left speechless. I
didn't have words for a few minutes. That shit was crazy. But like I knew in my heart he was gonna do it. I had him as first round KO, but he got the second round. I just really felt his energy all week. I was like, nah, Izzy's gonna get it done.
No,
then when he
real.
walked out, there was no show, there was no games to play. He was out there hyped and ready.
Just running out, this is my fucking house, let's fucking go. Like that, just as he's running out the tunnel. I
was like, we're about to get some good Izzy tonight.
Exactly. Like, talking about it all week. Like he has to go out there and put it on Alex. And as soon as he came out like that, I was like, oh my god, he is ready for this. Like, as corny as it was, just in like the lead up, just his little fucking Eminem, just like quote, just like just it's my one chance, like just but like he really like he fucking put a stamp on this fucking fight. Like there's, and because that's my biggest question with like just after this. So overall in their rivalry, Alex is three wins, 1 loss to Izzy. In MMA, they're 1-1. But I kind of feel like with how Izzy won that, I feel like that rivalry's done. Like I don't know. I feel like he kind of put a stamp on that. Like I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that ends the rivalry? Do you think there's going to be a trilogy in MMA? What do you guys think about that?
I don't think there's going to be a trilogy. I think that settled it the way that he wanted it to. There's no reason, and I don't even think that Alex is going to stay at 185, to be honest. But because there was already so much controversy around their previous fights, and this one is just like, no, it felt like, no, I'm finishing it. I'm done with this. I'm giving it what I got. This is my shot. I'm doing it, and it's done.
Yeah, and
no, because in the whole rivalry, it's Izzy losing a controversial decision to Alex in their first fight, and then in the second one with getting hit with the left hook, and he was out cold like in that one. That was just not even
and even
debatable.
Before that, like he hurt Pajeda bad, had him out on the feet, got a standing 8 count, and then he got knocked out.
The thing that I hate is right now there are a lot of people like, oh, he's still 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, all this bullshit, and I'm just sitting here like, every single one of these fights has been extremely close, and if not anything, Izzy has been getting the better of most of the rounds within the fights.
100%.
So it's like, he's 1-3 in just the scoreboard, but like, it's not like Alex is so much better than him or anything.
And that's why I feel like with him getting the knockout, it's just him finally like settling it. Like, no, it's done. All the controversy beforehand, all the shit talking beforehand because of these things, it's like, the controversial decisions, Izzy getting the standing 8 count on Alex, so Alex had the time to recover, come back, and then in MMA, almost putting him out in the first round, and then just
winning the next 3.
Winning the next 3, and then just at the very end getting TKO'd, and he wasn't even out cold. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, he just put Alex out on his ass, laid him out. It's done. That's it.
And like and thinking about it, out of their 3 previous fights, like heading into this one, like out of actual scored rounds, like by the judges, Izzy has 5 rounds scored in his favor. Alex has 3, like across. Because first kickboxing fight, 2-1 Alex. Then the second one, Izzy won the first round, gets knocked out in the second, so it doesn't get scored. And then he was winning 3-1 going into the 5th round of the Alex fight. Like, so it's just like you said, he has been winning a vast majority of it.
Yeah, and the one round that was scored in this fight, all 3 judges had it for Izzy.
Yeah, so even with that, it's like, that's overall, like, it's
like
Alex has
that's just
gotten like the decisions and like overall it has played out like, you know, for him to get the nod. But if you just look at the length of time fighting, like other than, you know, like just the few shots Alex, you know, kind of landing, hurting him and stuff, it really is Izzy kind of controlling it and landing better shots on him.
No, yeah, exactly. It reminds me of like just other sports rivalries where it's like Manning and Brady, things like that, where like one person is getting the better of it in terms of like the actual win losses, but like in terms of the actual like competition, like it's like no, it's close.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I don't know
and,
about other sports, you know, but
well, I know, but I'm just saying like there are other rivalries that reminds me of like that where it's just like no, it's so close that it's not like oh yeah, he might be up 3-1, but it's like it's not like this person who's so much better than the other person. Like
no,
it's not like DC and John Jones.
Yeah,
where
no, not at all. Yeah, it's
not like Kamaru Colby. Like
no, yeah. It is DC Stipe more like, whereas like Stipe's got the upper hand, but it's all close. You know what I mean? Like
he's got the upper hand on the record, but he was the only one to get finished in the fights.
Yeah,
and then like you look at the
DC.
Oh yeah,
in the rematch.
He finished DC in the rematch. I forgot.
Yeah, but yeah, either way, you know, like
he was more. He was out. He was knocked out cold. That was body shot TKOs.
Well, he used the body shot to set up to that.
Yeah.
Either way, like it's the point we're trying
in
to
terms
make.
Of like this, in terms of like the scoreboard, like if you look at the actual rounds that were scored in those fights, like it's a close one.
Yeah,
between
100%.
those two as well. So it's like that's more of an apt comparison than like a Jones DC.
For sure.
Hughes GSP because after GSP lost the first one, he just steamrolled Matt Hughes both times after that.
But yeah, and so you know, because I think that it definitely closes out the rivalry. But with that, so who is next for the new champ Izzy?
So
and new times 2.
So after
he got the call outs too.
Yeah. Right after the fight, I was talking to my dad, and I'm like, yeah, I really don't know what's next for Izzy, because it's either a trilogy with Alex, a trilogy with Whitaker, or a trilogy with Marvin at the moment. They're the only 3 who you could say, like, deserve a title opportunity right now. And then I get home, I'm scrolling Twitter, and out of nowhere, Jan Blachowicz congratulating Izzy and saying, "How about that rematch? This time at 185 for your middleweight championship." And I'm like, I don't hate this. I like this. If he can make that weight, let's go
for the division. But the thing is that all right? Let's say Jan won.
Okay.
He's gonna stay there and keep making weight and fighting.
He's gonna win and retire.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if he wins, like, and even if like I don't know, goes for one title defense, even if he loses, like, or wins, like, I feel like.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like he's not gonna do that. It's done.
It's he's not gonna be long for that division at all.
But even then, I don't think he wins that fight. Like.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
I feel like he would be such a good version of himself.
No, he would, and and the thing is, like, the only reason, like, I would not mind it is either Izzy would have to go up. Like, if Izzy could avenge both his losses in MMA, like, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be.
It definitely would be. I guess the reason why I'm just like, is because, you know, in the hypothetical situation that Jan wins, it does nothing for the division. He loses, it does nothing for the division. And that's just that. It just doesn't move or change anything.
The one good thing about it, though, is if the fight were to happen, the only good thing is it can kind of help sort out a couple other things in the lower half of that top 10 to where someone else could potentially also earn a shot. Because, like I just said, right now it's either a trilogy with Pereira, a trilogy with Whitaker, or with Marvin. And to be fair, the Marvin one should not happen unless Marvin gets another win.
Yeah.
Whitaker, you can make an argument, should fight right now for it. He is 0-2 against him, but that last fight was very competitive with people scoring it for Whitaker. And then with Pereira, I don't think he's staying at 185. So they're just
It's
Dude, at least letting it. God damn it. Izzy, knock this bum out of the fucking sport, please.
I mean, he did say that he wants to drag a certain unnamed person's carcass through South Africa. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
He did say that.
But
he did.
Yeah, he did also say that he's got to keep winning, and it's like, yeah, he's at 6. He's got to get another like big win.
He needs at least a Cannoneer win or a Paulo Costa.
So
I don't think he beats anyone in the top 3.
For me, I think the best way to like, kind of settle all of that out and try and, hopefully get it going, you do Dricus versus Marvin. You get that, because then it's like if Marvin wins, like then it is like you can argue like giving him another title shot. It's fair, you know what I mean?
It's
like
more fair.
So do that, and then if Dricus beats Marvin, then obviously you give that man a title shot. It's fucking fresh blood, goddamn. Like
No, yeah, exactly.
Hamzat versus Whitaker. Same with that. Whoever wins that, if Whitaker beats Hamzat, you can't deny that man another shot at Izzy. If fucking Hamzat comes in and beats Whitaker, of course he's getting a title shot.
Well, yeah, because no other person besides Izzy has beat Whitaker at 185.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then you have Izzy just kind of, like, however they're able to make those fights happen, whichever happens first, and let Izzy sit out, just kind of, and then you just
sit out for a little bit. Yeah,
just whichever one you're able to get going first, just get just a new fight for Izzy. I mean, shit, or even if that's how it plays out, and Jan actually can make 185, you fucking do that fight in the weight of it, like.
No, yeah, because then whoever wins that fight, because let's be fair, whoever wins if it's like the first one to happen is Dricus versus Vettori, there's going to be a lot of damage from that fight. They're going to need time to recover. Yeah. So if you have Izzy fight Jan in the meanwhile, it's not going to really affect the timing between that, especially if they're close enough, scheduled close enough together. It won't affect the timing of that fight.
Yeah, for sure.
They can make the timelines match up on that, and honestly, no.
And it just sucks because Whitaker would end up waiting out for Hamzat, and then while that stuff is playing out, and then so he won't get his fucking fight with Izzy or something until 2024. Well,
that's the thing with Hamzat. We have to wait until after Ramadan anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, he said that he wants to that's the thing. He's like, "Oh, Izzy, see you soon," and it's just like, bro, you said that you're not fighting till Abu Dhabi. Like, come on.
No, yeah, and the other thing with that is Hamzat, I'm sorry, but a win over GM3 does not grant you a title shot at 185. That's your that's your most recent win at 185.
It's
It's not about who he's beating. It's about who he.
Exactly. He's beating people at 170. That's what's elevated him, that's the
thing.
But
I want to see him fight someone at 185.
All right, well, he beat Jack Hermanson in a grappling match, so that's your 185 level up there.
True.
Ooh, grappling.
Hey, I mean, that's what he's gonna go and do in his fucking fight against any striker at 185 anyway. He's just gonna ragdoll him.
I guess just about anyone at 185, because most of them aren't. That's why I want to. But that's why I want to see him against a Whitaker or a Vettori.
I know,
because of their grappling defense and grappling offense. It'd be interesting to see that matchup. That's why I want to see that first.
Yeah, but either way though, Izzy, new champ once again, but he's got a tough road ahead of him as always. It's but oh man, yeah, I was just so happy for Izzy with that. Just. Great fucking main event for just such the good feels.
Oh, yeah.
But that fucking co-main event, not so good feels. I don't know. It was a lackluster fight for me. I was hoping it would be a little bit more fun. Gilbert gets the unanimous decision over Georgie. I mean,
I mean, to be fair,
I don't think it was a bad fight. Burns was touching him up.
No, it wasn't a bad fight. It's just lackluster from what I was hoping it to be. Like the fucking Jorge, the vibes that he was coming out with all week and shit. It really felt like that he was just gonna this was his last chance of in the sport. But I don't know. He really did just look older in this fight, even more so than the Colby one. He just seemed hesitant. The speed of his strikes weren't there.
Izzy really harnessed all the power last night.
Yeah, I mean,
with Burns, that was the thing. Burns was hitting him, and there were a couple times where I thought he might be able to
him.
get Jorge out of there because he hurt Jorge a couple of times.
And that's also the thing too, though, is like Masvidal does like move his head with shots too, and it like so it does tend to lean like it looks like it's getting bigger reactions than what it might actually be doing in damage. You know what I mean?
True.
But nah, yeah, he was landing some good shots. That it was just a smart performance from Gilbert. You know, like he wasn't being reckless and over aggressive trying to get him out of there. He looked for the takedown. Like I mean, in all reality, he probably should have gone for takedowns more than what he did.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it was a solid win for Burns. He demanding a title shot or a fight with Usman, which I feel like the fight with Usman is more of a realistic thing for him after that performance. Like, because yeah, I don't know what because he just beat Masvidal. He finished Neil Magny before that, and then it was the loss to Hamzat. So I feel like,
to be fair, war.
Yeah, for sure, but I just feel like, just coming off of like, a top, like just losing at the top of the division and then getting like like top 10 to 15 wins, you know what I mean? It's like
lower end of the top. I mean, right before the Hamzat loss, he did have a win over Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, that's true.
Like in his last 4, he's 3-1, with the only loss being to Hamzat. And even then, right before that, was the loss to Usman.
Yeah, that's very fair. So
I mean,
that's what I mean. I wouldn't be mad at him getting a title shot. Him versus Leon. I mean, I'm way more for that than him versus Colby. But is going to Colby. So him versus Usman in a rematch. I mean, that's a fucking good
down
fight.
For that.
That's a good like co-main to pay-per-view or something like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Stick that in London under fucking Leon Colby or Leon and Leon Colby. I don't know. Brain fart. But yeah. I don't know. That would be some fun shit. But yo.
No, yeah.
Some not fun shit.
But it also was.
Man.
Oh, I know it was, but my heart, my soul.
I know. Trust me, Jimmy, I'm feeling the same way because, god damn it.
Well, hold on. Which one are you on? Because there's
well, I'm just going down.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought.
Rob Font stopping the motherfucking hype train on Adrian Yanez. Oh my. Bruh, he fucking floored him.
He did.
First round, right hook, but it was more like, shovel like kind of punch. Shovel uppercut, but oh my god. Yo, Rob Font just not letting this young buck take his spot in the top of that division just yet. Oh man.
He's like, listen, my face might look like it take damage easy, but I'm not going out easy, I promise you.
No, yeah. Story on this one was Rob Font's jab and that half collar tie he was getting him in.
Yeah.
And then landing uppercuts and hooks, just dirty boxing.
Yeah, it was just so good. Because, I mean, it did not last long at all. But both of them landed, Adrian landed 25 significant strikes, Rob landed 33. Yeah. Like, that...
It was, for as long as it lasted, it was
for a less than
good.
3-minute fight, and both of them landing, just about 30 punches on each other. That's they were going after it. But man, you said, that jab of Rob Font was just landing consistently on Adrian. Yeah. He could not get his head out of the way.
No.
And it's just grabbing that clinch and fucking that right hand off of it just floors him. And oh man, that was just such a good win for Rob Font.
It really was. Especially after taking that loss to Chito Vera.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see where they go with Rob Font next.
I mean, shit. Because let's see, let me get the rankings here. Because he was number 6 coming into it, just destroyed the number 12 guy. I mean, honestly, a fight that I would love to see is Rob Font versus Petr Yan.
I was about to say the same thing.
That is the fucking fight.
That is a fight. And I think it is. The thing is, we're all kind of trying to figure out what's up with Petr. And I think this is also a fight where Rob Font can win it, but so can Piotr.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
Rob Font is so much more of a fundamental boxer
Yup.
and doesn't like do all the weird things that like a Marab does, or
Yeah, he's not gonna
you
try and
know,
grapple fuck him or nothing, or
well, not even just like grapple fuck. It's just like the fact that like, or like he's not as creative with all of his different striking techniques as O'Malley. He's not gonna
very
grapple
true.
like an Aljamain. Like
He's just
these
it's just
last
a fundamental
three,
boxer. It's just
exactly. He has some good kicks, but like for the most part, his combos, the way he sets everything up, is through his boxing. And Piotr Jan has some pretty good boxing himself. Can switch stance, the shifting punches, the spinning kicks.
oh my, it's
This is actually a really interesting fight because
yeah.
I think it's very winnable for both guys.
Yeah, man, because Rob, like, he's gonna put a jab on him. He's gonna get active on him. Activity early is what you need to beat Piotr. But with like we said on the flip side, with just being the fundamental boxing, like even though he's gonna be active on him, that's gonna give Piotr a lot of stuff to bring in information and for him to start trying to counter. Like, oh yeah,
No, exactly.
that's a fucking banger of a fight. That is an amazing 5-round main event to fucking like fight night. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
if they fucking make that 3 rounds, I will fucking riot. That is fucking bullshit. Get Piotr out of 3-round fights. It's criminal.
It's criminal.
It really is. He's just not built for 3 rounds. It's just unless it's just lower rated guys. You know what I mean? He can't be fighting top guys in 3-round fights. Like it's just
honestly, like, well, Piotr and Sean O'Malley was a co-main event, right?
I think
on
so,
a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Just either put Piotr Jan in main events of fight nights.
It could be on pay-per-views, but just fucking do the 5-round co-main thing. Like it's a big fight, big names, make it 5 rounds. I am so fine with the UFC doing more of that. Like they,
quite honestly, I don't mind it either.
Because I also just think that it's like a lot of people, like especially people at the top of the division, they just should be in 5-round fights for the most part. Or then it's like people coming up trying to get a big spotlight. It's like they should get a 5-round fight before being in a title fight. You know what I mean? So it's like however you got to get them that. I am okay with that.
No, yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
But yeah.
No, that is definitely like the second I pulled up the rankings. That was my first thought as well, was Piotr Jan.
Yeah,
because honestly, Corey should either be fighting a Sean O'Malley or Merab Dvalishvili.
Oh yeah. They're gonna. It's the only thing that makes sense for Rob. He should be fighting up, and like that's just.
Yeah, well, at least up like around where he is, because I mean, you could give him a Dominic Cruz if you wanted.
Nah,
but I'd rather see the Piotr fight.
Yeah, make it happen. Rob versus Piotr. Let's go. But yeah, moving along down that card though. Oh, Kevin Holland just face plants Santiago in the 3rd round. Poor Ponzi. Oh man, I really do think that just after that injury, he just hasn't been the same. It's just rough. He's 36 years old now at 170. It's just not a great place to be.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And especially like if you get fucking knocked out and you're falling face first, you just got caught fucking dead to rights on that. You know what I mean?
He was caught dead to rights on that left hook because it was beautiful.
Yeah, fucking, oh my god. Holland gets it done again. He's just such a fun fighter. He's just always in there talking shit, fucking. Yeah. He's just always having fun, and I just love it. I just love watching him fight.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, just in the middle of the fight, just like, do you smell weed?
Right, like, yo, bro, you're worried about the wrong thing.
Like, yo, you got this dude trying to knock your head off. Like, stop worrying about like if people are smoking in the crowd. You're in Miami.
Y'all smell weed? I do like how Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier, I think both were like, yeah, we smell that too. Yeah. Like, wait a minute.
It's just like, my bad, it's
saying some dumb shit. I thought you were saying some dumb shit. Someone was actually smoking weed? What the fuck? It's Miami.
But yeah, I mean, always a fun fighter. Always gonna be in good action fights. But, I mean, that's the thing, because, like, he did get the great knockout. I kind of thought he'd be able to do it a little bit easier. Like, I don't know, just there are like certain parts where like just I don't know. I just feel like he could be doing more when he just doesn't. And it's like I don't know if it's just because he's like actually struggling with these people or if he just doesn't care to really put it on them like that because he's too caught up having fun. You know what I mean? I don't know, because after that, I feel like the biggest question for me is just like, are they, because, you know, he just lost to Wonder Boy, who's in the top 10, top 6 of, like, you know, 170, and now he's fighting Ponzinibbio, who's not even ranked, so it's just like, is the UFC kind of looking to put him as, like, a top 15 guy, you know, against, like, good fighters, or is he just kind of like an action fighter, you know what I mean, like a big name?
Just someone that has a name and he's around all the time, just ready to fight whoever.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say, like, I feel like he's going to slot into that Cowboy Donald Cerrone role, like where he might get ranked, but like I don't think he's ever going to at this point in his career get back up to that upper echelon.
Yeah.
But I can see him just being in a ton of fun fights.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
I mean,
I think so too.
Someone on Twitter said this, and I mean, I don't think this is a good idea for a fight in terms of just the rankings and meritocracy of it. But someone was saying, so Kevin Holland versus Jeff Neal too. So they fought on the regional scene.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin Holland has a win over Jeff Neal, and I mean,
that's a fun ass
if the
fight.
UFC does want to have him ranked and have him be this big name with a number by his name, I mean, Jeff Neal,
that's
like,
good. That's good.
That's good. And even if Jeff Neal wins that, you just springboard Jeff Neal off Kevin Holland.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. That man.
That's all, and
I
that's
didn't even think
automatically
about that one. That's a lot of fun.
No, yeah, and it really is. And the thing is, with that, is Jeff Neal and Kevin Holland. That's easily like a fight night main event. Just with Kevin Holland,
you could do it, but I feel like it. Probably...
I feel like it'll be on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that could be like a pay-per-view opener. You know what I mean?
Pay-per-view opener, maybe feature bout. If it's a weaker pay-per-view, co-main.
Yeah, but nah, yeah, that is a fun fight.
I don't mind that fight because honestly, if Jorge didn't retire, I mean, he'd called him out. That would have been.
Yeah, I know. Just it sucked that it played out that way. That would have been. Fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
it sucks that Michelle is fighting. I forget who he's fighting. No, Wonder Boy. That's right.
Oh,
Michelle's fighting Wonder Boy. Because Michelle versus Kevin Holland would be a fun fight.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
So.
But yeah, we'll definitely just have to see where the UFC wants to put him and just kind of how they want to book him. But
yeah, exactly.
Man, there were a few hype trains getting derailed tonight, or last night, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But goddamn, none of them were more upsetting than that pay-per-view opener. Christian Rodriguez gets the unanimous decision over Raul Rosas Jr. Oh, my boy. Look what they've done to my boy.
Look how they massacre my boy. But I wasn't that disappointed. Only because I wasn't. Again, I haven't been like following him that long.
I know.
Since the Contender series, so I wasn't as high on him. I was like, okay, really impressive, debut. Let's see what he does. When they put him against someone who, still is going to be 6-7 years older than him, but that 6-7 years of just training and just the experience in the training room can sometimes make all the difference, especially if someone who's like Christian Rodriguez,
even just 6-7 years of physical development,
yeah. And against someone who's fought 3 times in the UFC, fought in Bellator and 2 times in the LFA, like this dude is no joke.
That's a much fucking lengthier resume than Raul at this point.
No, yeah, and the thing is, he's also fought someone as good as Jonathan Pierce, who is fighting Bryce Mitchell.
Nah, yeah, motherfucking JSP.
Yeah, you got someone who's been in there with some really good guys.
Yeah.
Against someone who's on the very much the come up.
Oh, yeah. Dude is 18. Yeah,
I know.
No, yeah, it's oh man. It was just so tough. He was just looking to go out there, and he said it, leading into the fight that he's just level above these prospects, and he just fought as if he was, but he just really wasn't at all. He just diving on the single legs right away, looking for big takedowns, just all explosive all the time. Like it just, and by the end of that first round, he was just tired. He just could not keep up that sort of a pace. I mean, who the fuck can? Like, it's just, that is just a crazy thing. Unless you're like, like you said earlier, unless you're Marab, Colby, so just crazy cardio machines like that.
I'm Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to do that, and it's just he got just getting fucking the reversed on hard in the second round, losing the position. Just ended up holding on to him. When they got onto the feet, his striking just did not look good. He just needs a lot of development to go through, and that's gonna be hard as shit in the UFC bantamweight division. Like the UFC is not built for development like that.
No, especially him coming in and saying he's going to be, the youngest champion. He's going to be a 3-weight champion, which again we were talking about earlier in the last podcast. Just he wants to do that, and it's going to be in the 3 hardest divisions in the UFC at 135, 145, 155.
But not even that's just MMA history. I feel like of just those are just the toughest, deepest divisions. Like those are just man.
I mean, at this point, like, remember, MMA did not start with like a lot of divisions. There was like
I know, but
basically 205 and heavyweight.
Yeah, I know, but like since having all the divisions, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like
having all the divisions, I would agree with you.
Just monsters all the way through and through.
Oh yeah, no, killers everywhere, and that's the thing with like Raul Rosas Jr. is like, I think he just kind of he's a young kid. Like he came in with just overly confident in his own skills, and it's just like he hasn't had to face that much controversy in his,
he hasn't got
MMA career so far. Because I mean, in his MMA career, first round rear naked choke, armbar in the first, rear naked choke in the second, TKO in the first, decision, rear naked choke in the first, and then this one.
Yeah, bro, like when you're fucking like 18 years old, you're 7-0 with 6 finishes, and like you've been fighting for a year and a half for 2 years pro, like it's pretty damn like it's gonna make sense that you think you can just smash these prospects. You know what I mean? Like that's just Christian was just a step ahead. Just the poise and the patience of him throughout all of it. It was just on such a big stage, and like that was really good for Christian to get his name out there. Just a solid win. That was good.
It really was. It was really good of him. Like, and you could tell the difference between like when Christian had the back versus when Raul had the back, because Raul was like trying to squeeze in no matter what, but if Christian didn't think he had it.
Just
let go, punch. Start
to the
trying
next thing.
Yeah, I was saying that to Jimmy while it was going on. Like, he would attempt for like half a second and be like, I don't got it, let's go, punch.
Yep.
Yeah, no, so it just shows a different level of, like, and that's the thing, Raul Rosas Jr. is going to, I think, in terms of, like, maybe not his personality, but in terms of his fighting style, is going to have to mature extremely quickly to be able to stay within the UFC, because it's just like, well, he needs to play catch up.
Yeah. But it's just that's the thing. UFC isn't built like Bellator, where they can bring in someone from like a 0-0 fucking pro debut, and build them up to like being a champion or something. You know what I mean? They're not built for it.
Yeah. Nah, fuck it. Bring back Chris Moutinho.
Oh no.
You can't be Moutinho. Get him.
But yeah, that pay-per-view card, it was fucking amazing. It was so good. But even with how good it was didn't even have the fight of the night on there. Your fight of the night was your fucking prelim main event. Kelvin Gastelum versus Chris Curtis. Oh, that was just that was so good. That was such a fun fight.
It was so good. Just back and forth. Hitting each other with big shots. Mm-hmm. It just such a good fight. This did look also like the old Kelvin. When you get like, I think even Joe said it, when you get like bouncing Kelvin, you have the best Kelvin that you can see.
Yep.
Yeah, Kelvin was looking great last night.
He was coming out like the way he was bouncing again just remind me of back when he was fighting on like tough and fighting against Izzy for the title. the interim title, or like, so him fighting out of now Fight Ready with Henry Cejudo, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so like, I think that's an extremely good camp for him because Cejudo fights in that same style, that same bouncing in out
It's a
blitz
perfect match
style.
for him. It
really is because they're both also great. They're both grapplers as well.
Yeah,
so,
and they're
like,
also both like shorter guys for their division, generally fighting longer guys. Like, there are just so many similarities that it really is just like a good match for him.
It really is. So this is, I think him being in this camp is going to maybe turn his career around because like dude, Kelvin is so young.
Yeah, he's what,
I
30,
keep forgetting
31?
He's 31.
Yeah.
Like, I keep
He's
thinking
been
he's
around
like
forever.
Yeah, exactly. Like he feels like he's been around for ages when he's like only 31. Like he still has 6-7 years left.
Probably
at the middleweight division.
Yeah, it's
so.
But yeah, like you said, the in and out movement was so good. The smashing those leg kicks early, I didn't like that he got away from it like in the second round and like the third a bit. Like third round he started to pick it up a little bit more again. But yeah, the leg kicks into the 1-2s just smashing Curtis, like someone with amazing just like striking defense, in MMA.
Yeah.
Kelvin was cracking him all night long. It was just so good. The big fucking the like right hooks to the body and then right hooks to the head from Chris Curtis were so nice, catching Kelvin off guard. They both just had a lot of really good work. It was such a close fight. In the second round, that nasty headbutt that dropped Chris bad.
Yeah. That sucked because that really changed the whole round for him. Because that round, Kelvin only outstruck him by he had 23 to Chris's 20 strikes, and had he not headbutted him by accident, of course, and had him in that position, that would have easily been Chris's round. Because he was putting it on him. He had the better of him after he got back up. Just
a lot of good work, a lot of big shots.
And I will say like this, because Kelvin was hitting him, but and you can even tell when he was fighting, Chris Curtis is so good at just rolling with the punches when is getting striked at. So
nothing lands too clean.
I love and that's the thing I love, because even you bring up right hook to the body, then right hook to the head, reminding me of Tyson, because that's one of his favorite combos, just left body then up to the head, it just
doubling up on the same side. Most people when they throw punches, they'll go left, right, or right, left, right, left. So when you double up on the same one, it can catch a lot of people off guard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I just love Chris Curtis's fight style, because he's one of the better technical boxers in the division.
Yeah, but he definitely gotta check some of them leg kicks though.
Oh yeah, he
same shit with Sean Strickland. They got no leg kick defense.
they do not. They do not.
There's we're here to scrap and we don't care about our legs. It's you ain't punching me in the head though, so we're good.
And it is funny, just watching the two of them, their teammates, and halftime Chris Curtis is in kind of a Philly shell or just a normal boxing stance, and then there's Sean Strickland.
Yeah. And just the
I know,
stay away.
In such a weird way.
He does look really, and it's just so funny because I don't know, it looks very spazzy, but it's just it's just effective defense a lot of times. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But the prelims, amazing. I can't just say it enough. This is definitely going to be a contender for card of the year by the end of the year. There is no doubt in my mind.
Because from the beginning to the end, there was just great fucking fights.
Yeah. What was your one of your favorite prelim fights on that, Kate?
Yo, it's honestly hard because
so many.
So many.
So honestly, between the first two, Steve Garcia's knockout was absolutely fucking beautiful.
It was.
For other obviously
shots.
the
body shots.
He kicked the fucking body and he got his toes right in the liver and then followed it up so nice with an uppercut right to the liver and just folded Shylin. And that was after getting absolutely beat the fuck up the first round. It was just so good for him. Come back, the knockout, all of it was beautiful. But I do just kind of want to mention Sam Hughes because that fight was just great. She got the decision, but first round, Jacqueline was all over this girl. She was trying to she was trying to take her head off. She was sinking that in, that rear naked choke in multiple times. She was in there deep, and Sam defended so
toughness, just
yes,
not letting it get to her, just fighting the hands, the grips every
just
time.
staying composed.
Good.
It was just like, nope,
So
I
good.
got this. Like, I'm not in danger. I'm a fight, and I'm going to win. She made it out of there, and she dominated the second and third round. It was great for her.
Yeah.
Just took that O from that undefeated prospect. Like, it's so good.
And she needed that, you know. So I was so happy for her that she did get it, because her record, you know, isn't that
moves
great.
to 8-5 after the win.
Yeah.
Like, she's 3-4 now in the UFC. She was 2-4 prior to this. So like, she just really needed the win.
Great on the just emotion on the post fight. Like after every just it was so good.
But like also talking about like winning the next 2 rounds, even though she didn't have legs or like in the Moraes Brendan fight, every time like Jacqueline went to the ground, Sam Hughes just no, get back up. You're tired now? Alright, now we're in a fight. Get up.
Yeah. And like it was just really good. Fucking Jacqueline got exhausted after that first round.
She
Sam,
definitely thought that she was gonna get that first round and she was out of there.
Yeah. She was doing what...
To be fair, most times when you get sunk in that deep, most people can't fight the hands like that consistently.
Sam just really, her toughness showed.
Dogged determination.
I was about to say, Jacqueline was doing what Cron Gracie was trying to do against Cub Swanson in the second and third round. Just kept pulling guard. And it's like, that just doesn't work in MMA really that much, especially not in this day and age.
You gotta be so. Not only does your jiu-jitsu have to be on point, but you have to get like all your grips right. Like you can't just pull you into me and then I'm gonna work from here. Nah, like you have to have it set up like on the way down to go for something. You know what I mean? Like it's hard, and you just also just the skill difference in jiu-jitsu has to be like a lot. Yeah, like just a big gap for the most part too to do that, and it's hard to do that nowadays.
It just like it's not gonna happen unless you're fighting someone who's like very low level in jiu-jitsu. So like anyone who's semi decent, you're just not gonna get it with a pulling guard at this point in the UFC's history. Like it just isn't gonna happen.
Nah, yeah, for sure. But oh man, just another good one. Joe Pyfer body bags, gets that first round KO over GM3. That was man, just lands that right hand, just folds him and just gets on top. Few strikes, done. It just emotional fucking post-fight speech afterwards. Won in that $50K bonus. Dana didn't give it to him. Piece of shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
I really thought that this was gonna be a card where like Dana is just like, 7 post-fight bonuses for everyone.
No, honestly, I thought the same thing. Like,
nah,
this should have been one.
Just bragging about like, fucking Gate did more than MSG, and like, we're definitely coming back. Like, look at all this money we made.
But then who got the bonuses? Izzy
got the performance bonus, and then Kelvin and Chris for fight of the night.
Font also got performance bonus.
Okay, I thought that I wasn't sure if it was Font, but yeah.
Yeah, it was Font, Izzy, and Kelvin and Chris.
Which it's like, okay, like Joe doesn't get that, like Steve Garcia doesn't get that, like it's.
I would have given the performance bonus to Steve Garcia.
Huh?
Honestly, I would have given a performance bonus to Steve Garcia.
Yeah, bro, that was fucking nasty. Like it just, I don't know, and then I just also feel like it's like. Yeah, it's not big as name, so getting big knockouts like against not as big people, it doesn't mean as much.
It doesn't matter. It's still the fucking performance, and I know that you know.
And that's but also like just getting like the fights, like the night started in that way, like bringing the hype to it. Like I don't know, like it's just
I fucking hate Dana. He's been pissing me off.
Yeah, he has been fucking pissing me off. Fuck him. But man, either way, UFC 287, that shit was fantastic. With that, we had some things going on because of all the big names on it. We have some Tapology picks as always, but we'll get to it first. The draft.
Let's go.
God damn it. Me and Gingy are honorable mentions fucking us tonight. Raul and Adrian Yanez, both their hype trains getting derailed, so... Yeah, so we go 0-1 in there.
Yep.
Kate, well, Ginger went 1-1.
Well, I was like with the
but the honorable mentions,
Kate with the co-main event, motherfucking Gilbert Dorino Burns gets the win over Masvidal. Gets that extra point there. takes us out of a potential 3-way tie in 300 points. Kate gets 4. And and then Gingy getting that point for Izzy, and oh my god, that knockout, yeah.
Yeah, that knockout was insane. I still can't. Oh
But yeah,
man.
so overall, my record 3-5, giving me 300 points. Kate 4-2 with 400, and Gingy 3-4 with 300.
Mm-hmm.
I only got a couple more people that need to fight for me to have everyone having a matchup in there, and I'm nervous about all of them.
I was about to say, you're talking about you're nervous for all of them. I'm kind of nervous for all mine.
It's like Song Yadong's fighting Ricky Simone. Like, that's a tough-ass fight. Tom Aspinall, what the fuck's he even gonna look like after surgery? Arnold Allen fighting fucking Max Holloway, like
Holloway.
And then it's like
no idea what's going on Wei Li.
Yeah, and then like who the fuck knows with Zhang Wei Li? Like,
what do you mean? Like Pantoja should for me, like Pantoja should be next for the flyweight title fight, and him fighting Brandon Moreno. Like Moreno has improved a lot since their last 2 fights, I don't know how that's gonna go. Hard fight for Sergey Pavlovich against Curtis Blades, so that could easily go either way. Johnny Walker with a hard fight against Anthony Smith coming up soon, which got bumped down to a co-main event, by the way.
Yeah, was it? Isn't Jar Jar and Rose?
Yeah, it's
Jar Jar and
Almeida.
Yeah, they're fighting on that main event now.
Yep. Sean Brady had to pull out of his last booking because of a groin injury. No idea when he's coming back.
Yeah, and then Manel Kopp just got pulled because Alex Perez. Yeah,
had a seizure.
Yeah, and I have no idea what my top 3 are doing next to the champ. But then Armin and Ilya have fights coming up, and Sean.
Nothing.
I didn't think. Okay.
Yeah, just Sean trying to, I guess, get a fight at 205.
Yo, you're gonna be sad if you have fucking 2 of your people fighting each other too, and Hamzat Whitaker. Hamzat Whitaker.
It's okay.
Not okay.
But hopefully Armin and Ilya get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, Armin has the harder fight than Ilya, in my opinion, in Hoinata Moicano.
Moicano want money.
I think Ilya is the much better technical striker than Josh Emmett. So,
yeah,
and he can put him out.
Both of them are still hard. Like, that's.
Oh, they are. Oh. I'm not I'm saying which path I think is a little bit easier than.
Yeah.
Like they're both hard.
For sure.
But it's like, which one's hard and which one's extremely hard.
Nah. Oh man, but yeah, Kate pulling ahead in the draft,
and also coming first place in Tapology.
Yes. Gets the first place out of us, and in the group tying for first. So you had a really good night. So let's go. But yeah, 515 points for her, 365 for me, and Jing coming in last again with 300. Just gotta get a noise to just press for this, for the.
But only when Ginger comes in last.
Yes, only when Ginger comes in last.
Yeah, that has 7 correct, 2 decisions, 2 perfects, 1 semi-perfect. Jimmy had 5 correct, 2 decisions, 1 perfect, 1 semi-perfect. Ginger with also had 5 correct, 2 decisions, but no perfect or semi-perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was body bags that I got the perfect on.
I got the perfect on body bags and Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
And then the semi-perfect with Izzy because let's go. I knew Izzy was getting that knockout. But I had him round 1.
Yeah, that was, oh man. There was a couple where I was like, and it's just funny because I knew there was a lot of fights where I'm just like, oh, I could see kind of like the upset, the underdog winning or whatever. But in my head of like the possible ones to change it to, I would have changed it to all the wrong ones. I literally would have just made it worse on myself.
No, dead ass because you would have went and chose GM3, right?
Yeah, and Masvidal.
Yep.
I might have changed it to Rob, but probably not. I would have kept Adrian. And not a good night. Just, oh man. These picks have just been flowing through my soul lately. Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
I was about to say, I was at least I chose Nuremberg, but Nuremberg, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nuremberg.
Becky.
Becky, that's what I meant. But because that's why I correct myself. But like the way the first round went for him, like it was looking good for me until he got hit with that teep to the body with then the uppercut. So like,
no,
there are a couple here that it's just like,
it's
me picking Jam 3 was a bad idea. That was just bad all around.
I mean, I understand it though. Like, it's if Joe was trying to shoot it on takedowns early, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then yeah, the potential for early sub was very much there.
All of us have resist Junior by sub, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, I felt even a little bit more confident with Christian coming in a weight over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a pound overweight. I just, I was like,
too.
maybe he had a harder weight cut, so that's why I even went round 1 sub. I was like, it's gonna be easier for this man.
Yeah. God damn it. It was rough. Not
actually,
the greatest picks.
The only one like I was very much like I was thinking of changing was Chris Curtis and Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, that was a hard one for me.
Because I thought Kelvin, like, if Kelvin was going to win, he was going to be shooting a lot more takedowns.
It's just like, yeah, I knew that he had the potential to like give Chris some problems, but I just thought like that he'd just be able to get it done.
Same.
Yeah. But Kate,
oh man,
another solid performance this week in Tapology. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, Kate.
But yeah, let's hope, as always, as for the past like 5 weeks in a row, for better Tapology picks. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we're going from a pay-per-view to a fight night. Me and you, Jimmy, didn't do good on the pay-per-view.
But this time, I promise, I'm gonna go 100 for 100. I'm gonna get everything right.
100 for 100.
100 for 100. 100%.
Okay.
Let's go. But yeah, that's gonna be Tapology. But we had some pretty good fight announcements this week. Some good ones, some sad ones, some angry ones. Very many feelings throughout this fight announcement week. And I'm gonna start with the most frustrating one. Because goddamn, I want to punch and throw shit. Why are we going back to Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena 3?
Yo, I have no idea.
Why?
So
the fact that you bring this one up first kind of pisses me off.
I had to do it because I'm getting angry.
We just gotta get it out of the way.
I'm angry.
I don't get it because I'm just saying here like, so are we doing? So is Raquel Pennington and Irene Aldana booked to fight each other right now?
It was talked about. I don't think it's official.
One of them should be fighting for the title. Why are we going back to Juliana Pena?
I don't know.
There was no reason.
Literally no reason at all. It's gonna be a fucking main event pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure, in Canada.
289.
No.
289.
Is it a fight
It's
night?
main event. No, main event, pay-per-view, 289.
Okay. Because I was thinking it was the first.
Canada.
Yeah, for a second I was like, wait, I thought they were talking about a non-pay-per-view in Canada, but yeah,
they confirmed it last night.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just like,
I saw a couple of reporters saying like, yeah, no, we confirmed it with Dana. It's gonna be the main event, 289.
I don't like that at all.
Canada.
They better at least fucking get Zhang on there, please. Like they gotta. If they have fucking
need
Nunes
to do
headlining,
something.
they have to have Zhang Weili on there. Or Brandon Moreno. Like they gotta do something, man. Please.
Yeah,
I do not want that to be the main event. If that's gonna be the main event, you could already know that's gonna be a shit card down. Like they're not gonna fill that thing up at all.
Dude, that's the problem. If anything, they need to fill that card up because Jesus, it's not gonna sell well.
They don't care. They're just gonna shit the bed on it. They're gonna put Canadian fighters on there, so they're gonna get a good gate and stuff because they haven't been to Canada a while. The Canadian fans want it. They're gonna have like a couple names that they like. They're gonna sell out an arena. They're gonna make fucking millions of dollars on the gate, and they're gonna say fuck the pay-per-view. We're getting money from ESPN for it anyway.
Yep. Easy.
Move on to the next one. International Fight Week. That's what we're talking about now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, you know that they're just gonna. You know, there's always going to be like a couple pay-per-views throughout the year that they just kind of like just
shit the bed on.
Yeah, they phone it in and just like
they kind of they ruined their run for fight because like the next one is Sterling Cejudo and then you go to Nunes Pena and I'm trying to see if they have anything else booked up for that or not.
So also on that card, that's going to be Michelle Pajeda versus Wonderboy, as mentioned earlier. As far as I know, that's all that's on there.
Oh no, they have some fights on here. Dan Ige, Nate Landwehr,
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
Hakeem Dawodu, Lucas Almeida. I forgot Hakeem is from Canada.
Yeah.
That's why he's there. Matt Schnell versus Dave Dvorak.
Okay.
Eric Anders, Mark Andre, Stephen Thompson, Michelle Pereira.
Yeah, so
Miranda Maverick's on the card. Actually, this isn't a terrible card so far.
Yeah, but that's not a pay-per-view. Like
that's not a pay-per-view.
With the fucking pay-per-views that we've been having, you know, it's just like
honestly,
right, that's what I mean.
If you took out the main event that's there right now,
fight night.
You can make this easily into a fight night.
Yeah. You can keep the main event right there and make it into a fight night, honestly.
They'll never do that again.
What? You don't think they'll do that?
I don't think they'll do it.
You don't think that they'd headline a fight night with like Valentina or like an Amanda fight again? If it's a fight that no one cares about? I know Valentina's not the champ anymore, but like, you know.
I don't think so.
Maybe you're right. Either way.
Personally speaking,
I'm just upset with that fight, but let's talk about better fights. Motherfucking No Bickle Bo Nickel, let's go versus Trayshawn Gore. July 8th, let's go.
Oh, shit. Okay. The way you just brought that in. I wasn't expecting all that, okay?
I gotta be hyped for Bo, you know what I mean? I gotta have some enthusiasm with announcing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's Bo Nickel, no Nickel, let's go.
Fair enough. It's just, pretty decent fight. Trayshawn Gore, not the greatest record right now in the UFC.
Yeah, but you know,
but
he was on tough.
Yeah,
Bo's early in his career. He shouldn't be having crazy fights. This is it's like the Raul shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's a lot older, but it's like he just just has no fights. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to do it. Like you gotta find those guys.
No, I know.
Like,
all I'm saying is I would have rather seen the person who won that season of Tough with Brian Battle versus
that's a hard fight.
Nickel.
You
want him up in the top of the division?
Yeah, I'm with you, Ginger. Because I saw it and I was like, really? Trayshawn? Okay.
I don't know. I saw that. I liked that fight.
I mean, it's not that I hated it or anything, but it was just like, I don't know. I was a little bit surprised that they gave him.
Yeah, there are just other athletes who are like in fighters in the middleweight division where I feel like you can still get a good fight and it not be like, you know.
Yeah, but you want to make sure that Bo wins. That's the point. There's the whole point here.
Well, then they shouldn't have cut Sam Alvey.
Trayshawn and Brian are similar of name value with just like coming from the same season and stuff. I know Brian has done better, but like similar name value, and it's a much easier fight for Bo. Like,
I would give Brian Battle a lot more credit than Trayshawn Gore in terms of
name value?
Name value.
I don't think they're that far apart at all. He is a much better fighter. I think he will go much further and he will get a much bigger name. But as of where it sits right now, I just feel like they're just both like tough guys. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is more people would care about watching Brian Battle than Trayshawn Gore.
I don't think so.
I think you're insane.
Against Bo Nickel?
Yes, because I don't give a fuck about Trayshawn Gore. It fights in the slightest.
He said, "I don't give a fuck about Trayshawn Gore, so nobody else does."
I don't see that being like.
Yeah, but against I haven't seen that's the thing, anyone. Though, but it's against Bo, and so because they're fighting Bo, neither of them are close in name value to Bo. It doesn't matter. You just want to find someone for Bo to beat and look good against, and just develop. That's literally the whole point of this right now. That's all the UFC should be trying to do as a good promoter. That's like. And that's why you get Trayshawn Gore, not Brian Battle. What the fuck? Like, people actually thought Brian Battle was gonna beat Hernat Fakhretdinov in his fucking, like, you know, in that fight. Like thought that he'd have a chance to do that.
Fuck Bo.
Yeah.
We want the good fights.
Yeah, that's why you don't put him, like, that is way too tough of a fight for Bo, in my opinion, at this point.
Rather have good fights than potential squash matches.
But this is the whole point, though, of that just people like this shouldn't be in the UFC.
Yeah.
No, and that's my point. They shouldn't be in the UFC.
Yeah,
I never felt that Bo Nickel should be here.
No, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like because they are here, though, the UFC as a good promoter has to do what they are able to do to build them up. Like that's just. But that's the thing. UFC isn't supposed to be the place for that, and that's why it's annoying.
I understand, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But that's why they have to do that. Like, because Bo is a big name and a good prospect. You're not gonna fuck that up when he's like not even have 5 pro fights. Like that's just terrible promoting. Like that's just
Let Tresean Gore get a knockout or something.
He might. Like that's fucking entirely possible. He's got power in his hands. Like it's. That's why he just shouldn't be in the UFC. It's fucking Bo has literally not been punched in the face. Like, come on, like it's like it's a crazy thing, but yeah,
it really is.
Either way, though, hopefully it's some fun. Let's go, Bo.
I thought we'd already. I feel like the UFC never learned their mistakes from Paige Van Zandt Sage Northcutt.
No, they haven't.
Which I'm just saying here, like, stop, please, stop. Let these people develop on the fucking regionals or go to PFL, go to Bellator, because they know how to do it.
Well, that's the thing, is that if they go to PFL or Bellator, then those big promotions already have them. That's the...
Yeah, but then they can always come over. After.
Yeah, but you also understand that now, like, oh, look at this Bellator champion and how good they are. We want them to do good in our promotion. Oh, look, a Bellator champion can do good in the UFC. Oh, shit, it's almost like Bellator is on a closer playing field to the UFC than what the picture they're trying to present. No. They don't. Like, unless it's gonna be like someone like Chandler, who is just such a big star where it doesn't matter as much. Like,
where the UFC can kind of use it. Like, you're just in the wrong promotion.
Yeah, like it's just like, I don't know. It like they're not gonna. They want to snatch them up as quick as possible to have them under there. And because then it's also, like, now, let's say, even with Bo, like, they're not going to be paying him shit right now, you know what I mean? So, like, they get him on a lower contract coming in, so, like, if they fucking had Chandler, like, building up in the UFC, he would probably not be making as much money as he is right now for the UFC. Like, getting these same exact fights. So, there's just so many business things that go into it that it's, like, I understand it, but...
I understand. It's annoying as hell when
it sucks.
The UFC tries to make themselves to be like, we are the top. You don't develop here, and then bring in a bunch of people.
This is where the best of the best fight each other.
Like,
that's
why Contender Series is kind of weird with who they'll bring in, because I feel like it should be people who are, more on the cusp of getting into the UFC than.
We won knockouts, Ginger. We won violence. That's what they want.
So,
but yeah, either way, other fights, Amanda Hebos, Macy Barber, that's good. That'll be fun. And then, motherfucking Michael Johnson's back. He always finds his way into our podcast. I love it.
Every time.
Almost got every goddamn episode or fucking video. He's in there somewhere. I would assume at least one every 3 videos he's in there.
I'm not going back and watching all this shit.
I will not keep track of that either.
To find each instance, but
so good fights though. He's fighting Carlos Diego Ferreira. That should be fun.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really did. I was not expecting that one for sure.
Because also Michael Johnson signed a new 5 or 6 fight deal with the UFC.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Ferreira was retired.
Yeah, I thought he was kind of just done too. He was on a losing streak, got injured like in his last one, and just hasn't fought in a while. I
mean, if he fights and beats Ferreira, I wouldn't mind seeing him against someone in the top 15.
I mean, that puts him right back around there. So that's fucking crazy. You might, imagine Michael Johnson fucking 2024 in top 5 again. Let's go,
bro. That would be insane.
He's gonna knock out Dusty again. Let's go.
Bro, what do you mean?
Give him Fergie, give him Dustin back to back. Let's see what this man could do again. Oh man, that would be so funny.
That'd be hilarious.
But with the fight announcements, moving into some MMA news this week, obviously the biggest thing, WWE getting bought by Endeavor. We're not big WWE people, so we're not gonna spend too much time But it definitely can play a lot of factors into just different things because the UFC is merging into a new company with the WWE. They will have their figureheads running it separately, as like we're being told that's planned as of now. But yeah, they will be a singular company. So get ready for all the WWE promotion on UFC events, for just logos splattered around the octagon in different parts of, like, the promotion. And yeah, we're just possible more cross shit between it. I don't know, but
honestly, I more see like maybe like it being like, them advertising like their pay-per-views and stuff on each other's pay-per-views and all that. Maybe having some of the fighters in the crowd for WWE events, some of the wrestlers over in the UFC. I don't see like any like I can see maybe like a Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley because they're in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
If they weren't on the juice, because they're definitely on the juice.
Yeah, that's
crossing back over into the UFC, but
yeah, that's like the thing. And honestly, because I don't know, I feel like Dana White, how he's been talking about it, he's just been doing like these little like Big Brother like fucking things of just how he just like, I don't know, just making like these little power moves, and how he's just like referring to like the fucking merger and all of that. So it's like I don't think he's gonna be looking to do too much shit with like the WWE.
Like I said, maybe some fighters, in the crowd, wrestlers in the crowd, promote each other's shit. That's really about all I see happening.
Yeah. That's as most as I hope that we get.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if like, they do like something where like maybe they just do a little like on a episode of Raw, just a little angle or whatever, but
oh, well, see, I mean, I don't give a fuck if UFC fighters go to WWE. That's
no,
fine.
WWE fighters are not going to go to the UFC.
Yeah, that's when
most of them are on the juice.
You stay out of our lane. Don't be fucking
Oh,
don't be fucking having them come into the octagon shooting promos after fights and shit like that. Like, nah, get the fuck out. Like, just keep them away.
No, yeah, like that I don't think is gonna happen. Yeah, no, like because none of them are gonna come over to fight. Because again, the only ones I could see doing that are Brock or Bobby Lashley, because they both have fought. Bobby Lashley in Bellator and Strikeforce. Brock Lesnar obviously the UFC, but they're both juice free gills. You saw they're gonna burn through the USADA Cup.
Yeah, it ain't happening. But yeah, so hopefully nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Hasn't been like the biggest news week. I know like they've been talking about going to hoping to go back to London in July for another pay-per-view. Obviously going to look to have Leon headline that against Colby. And then just like UFC PI, Mexico working on getting that open for September. And just how they're fucking up not going there this year, so
Yeah, they're trying to rectify it. Dana said that it's a problem that they haven't been back to Mexico since the last time they were there. That was the Yair Rodriguez, Jeremy Stevens card where Michael Bisping yelled, "I think I just got Modelo'd in the face."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a terrible crowd the last time they went there. It was fucked up.
But... To be fair, the crowd was restless because like it was not even 2 minutes into the fight, eye poke.
Not even, but not even that, bro. When Carla won, they literally dumped a beard on her as she was trying to fucking walk out of the fucking
like the crowd's
bro. I will talk shit on that fucking crowd all day long. They were all pieces of shit for that shit. Fuck out of here.
No, yeah.
I don't care if you're unhappy that you didn't get what you paid for. Well, you don't get all you pay for is to you pay to fucking sit your ass in that seat, and whatever happens. Like, you don't get to fucking disrespect all the fighters, throw shit. Fuck all of them.
You can
bro.
yell.
I don't even.
You can yell. I don't give a shit about that.
Literally,
it's the throwing shit.
Thinking about it, I'm just like, don't go back to Mexico for 10 years. I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck them. Like that's honestly how that crowd made me feel. And like literally thinking about it again, I'm just like, oh my god, that's just so disrespectful, bro. Like you don't.
It was the same in Brazil when Brandon Moreno won. He was getting shit poured on him. They were throwing shit when Jamal Hill won.
Yeah,
like
fucking
crowds around the world are insane.
Well, no,
when it comes
honestly,
to their
because
sports.
by the time Jamal Hill won, half the crowd was gone.
Crowd left.
They
And
literally
so
didn't even
That
watch the
pissed
end
me
of the
off
fight.
more.
Glover was literally saying to an essentially empty crowd, "Hey, please don't throw anything at him. He doesn't deserve it."
Yeah.
So like for the people that was left, he was saying that too. But
And it's
otherwise,
like, yeah,
it
the
was
only
empty.
people that were that were left were the respectful people that actually cared, you know, so they weren't gonna. But yeah, bro, like, bro, oh my god, yeah, I am so like fine with like, yeah, if a crowd like if they fucking do that shit, bro, like put that place on ice for a little bit and just be like, nah, we're not coming back, like,
Nah, seriously.
unless you're gonna fucking be better.
Yeah.
I just
honestly.
don't understand why sports fans take that shit so serious. It's like you do understand that's still a fucking person.
Just
Like,
drunken assholes.
I know, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been drunk enough to do so. Like it's just
No, I
it's
know.
just an excuse to me. You
No,
know, like
well,
that's
it's
just
because-
who you are on the inside.
Well,
that
yeah,
you-
that's the thing. They are asshole, shitty people. So
And
when
then
they
you're
get drunk,
yeah.
they're just like, "Fuck this! I wasted all this money to be annoyed."
It's like that's crazy to sit there and think that you wasted money because the outcome didn't
Yes.
come out how you wanted. It's like you don't pay for these winners to win.
Yeah, like-
you pay
Yeah.
to see the fight
if
and
you
how
want
it
to pay,
happens.
if you want to pay for a certain outcome, go watch WWE. Like
Right.
where you're gonna fucking get a
Yes.
scripted outcome.
Right.
That will be fun for the fans. Go do that because
Yeah.
hey, you could go to like a fight fan could like buy a fucking go to one show like every 5 years, and it could be all decisions, no contest draws, and be the worst. Like and well, that's just how shit plays out. Like you,
Right.
That's
No,
why
yeah.
fucking fights like you can't script it. Like it, you know, it's just
I do find like sports fan like because a lot of people
They
are like,
suck.
oh, Americans take sports too seriously.
No, and
We don't
that's why
have-
I strictly said sports fans because I mean
Yeah.
universally sports
No,
in general.
yes.
Doesn't matter if we're talking about soccer, football, hockey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sports.
yeah, and it
sports
doesn't matter
fans.
No,
if
that's
you're
what
like
I'm saying.
South America,
I'm
Europe,
like-
Australia,
Exactly.
like.
Spain,
No.
America, doesn't matter.
No, I know, but like there are a lot of things like around the world where there's like people who like get like they literally at soccer games have to separate the crowds.
Yeah, you can't even put
Home versus
opposing
visitors.
soccer teams fans
But-
on the same sides.
But we can do that for our football games, our baseball games, our basketball. Like it's like
No,
y'all
yeah.
take it a little too fucking seriously.
Yeah, I know. And it is always funny with that when it's just like, yeah, people are just like, oh, like, you know, just, yeah, American sports fans or whatever, you know, it's just like, yeah, bro. It's like, I know, well, like, obviously we're bad, but it's like, there are places that are a lot worse.
Way
that go
worse.
Way harder. Like,
Yeah, I
with
think
whether.
that people, when they say that, it's because they're not sports fans, and so they don't understand the depth of how far it goes.
Yeah.
And not, like,
Yeah.
justifying American actions, but just in the sense of,
No,
like,
yeah.
No.
they don't know how far
Like-
sports fans will really take it all
No,
across
yeah.
the world,
I know,
everywhere.
it
Really?
is.
And-
It's insane.
And really, when it's the worst is like for American sports fans, when they do start doing the worst shit is when like their teams like win like the actual championship, either the NBA, the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
things
fucking
like that.
Philadelphia and like.
Yeah, Philadelphia and things like that. And it's
Right,
There's
just
like,
destroying
our
your
team
city.
won, riot the city, destroy
Right.
it,
Yeah.
burn it to the ground. We're
Like,
so
that's
happy.
the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like,
No, yeah.
Americans are definitely dense and dumb.
The fucking one, it was years ago, but I remember
Mm-hmm.
the fucking one dude that ate like horse shit off the street of Philadelphia because the team won. It's like, oh,
Okay,
yeah, people are
moving
fucking
on.
wild, bro. That
People
shit
are
is
Lack of
fucking stupid.
emotional regulation is crazy.
Bruh, for real.
Oh my god!
I'm
It's
so
like,
happy I have to eat this horse shit.
oh my god,
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
fucking funny. But yeah, so that's MMA news going on this week. Oh man.
my lord.
Looking ahead though, next week we got some good stuff going
Oh
on.
man.
I am still just completely confused. PFL 3, why their main event is not Olivier Aubin Mercier OAM versus Shane Burgos. I don't understand it.
And why
Apparently
is Tapology showing it as the fucking prelims?
apparently it's on the prelims. I don't know. They're in the front on like the fucking, you know, on their poster, but I mean they also had Larissa in the back on their last poster and she was the fucking main event. I don't know. Apparently the main event though is your 170 champion from last year, Sadabusi versus Al Salawi. Salawi?
Al Salawi.
Al Salawi. I got no idea who that dude is. Sadabusi is a good technical striker though. He's fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really not that excited for that main event, to be honest. Magomed Karimov is on that card though. if you got a dude named Magomed and his last name starts with Magomed and has a little extra on there, you know he's gonna be a good fighter. So
Yeah. Also, just to kind of throw this in there, yeah, no, even on their website, it looks like it's going to be on the prelims.
yeah,
that's crazy.
That's insane.
Okay. I do not get that one. But yeah, then featured bout Natan Schultz. I'm pretty sure he was the 2019 and 2021 champion for the PFL. At 155, fighting Stevie Ray. That should be a fun fight. You got Raush Manfio, who won last year at 155, fighting Alex Martinez. That's gonna be another good one. Yeah. Or no, was it? Hold on, because didn't OAM win last year? Yeah, he did win. I might be thinking of 2021 for Raush. I could have sworn that he was he won one of the seasons.
So wait, hold up.
I'm not sure.
OAM, person who won the championship, last year, is your final prelim fight, against a guy who's coming over. He made his debut last year, right?
No, this is Burgos' debut.
This is coming from the UFC, making his debut.
Yes.
On the prelims.
Yes. Let's go.
I hope PFL fails.
I don't.
They're doing dumb shit like this. Like, come on.
Hey, it's a rough start to 2023 for them, all right? It is. They got a lot of problems going on. Jake Paul's fucking them over right now. I don't know what's going on. But they do need to get their shit together. But yeah, Clay Collard also on there, Carlos Leal. You got another Magomed on there, so yeah, some fun fights. I'm excited. PFL is always good fun, even though Gingy don't watch it.
Yeah,
I physically can't watch it.
You can watch it at work.
Moving
on to Saturday night next week.
Like,
no excuses. Hard work, dedication.
Put in headphones and listen if you gotta. Anyway.
I'd literally get fired.
Oh, Max Holloway versus Arnold.
Oh my God.
Almighty Allen. God damn, Max is back. Every time Max fights, I always just get so fucking nervous. Oh my God. Just thinking about it, I'm so scared.
Well, yeah, because there's always the potential for him to eat about 400 shots.
Yeah.
He just, I don't know. And it's just like, if he loses, I don't know where he goes from here. If he wins, I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know where the fuck Max goes from here. Is just, I guess, just at the top of the division, fighting monsters at 145 as long as he stays there.
Yeah.
Like, that's just...
I was about to say, Max, no matter what he does at the moment, if he's fighting anyone in the top 5, it's always going to just be essentially a lateral move.
Yeah.
Because he can't really go up anywhere.
Yep.
Like, trying to get a 4th fight with Volkanovski is going to be a Herculean task.
Yeah, it's not happening. and then, yeah, for fucking Arnold, he's on a 10-fight win streak in the UFC, unbeaten in the UFC. Yeah. Just been a good, consistent step up, like, as of recently, again, wins over Calvin Kattar, Dan Hooker, Sadiq Youssef, solid-ass wins, it's all good. Like, yeah, he is a solid-ass fighter. Got him on my draft. So let's see. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, man, gonna be a banger.
This is one I'm very excited for as well. Edson Barbosa versus Billy Q.
Yeah, Billy Quarantillo. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's gonna be so fun. Billy's gonna get the dog shit beat out of him.
Yeah, probably.
He still might win, but he's gonna get the dog shit beat out of him.
Yeah, probably. God damn.
You got Dustin Jacoby fighting Azmat Mirzakhanov, sorry. Yeah, that's just give fucking Dustin the fucking glory kickboxer, an undefeated Russian grappler.
Yeah, right.
Sounds
fair.
Yeah, right. It's classic UFC shit. Tanner Bozer, though, making his fucking light heavyweight debut in the UFC against Ion Cutelaba on the main card. That should be a fun one. I'm excited for that.
I was about to say, Ion Cutelaba is always an interesting fight to watch.
Yeah, he's always going to bring it. It's going to be some wacky shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Taron Bell's making his 205 debut. I wonder how he's going to look. I wonder how he's going to look on the scales.
Yes, I am very interested.
I'm really interested to see how he actually physically just looks, and then how he actually looks in the fight.
Yup. But yeah, so that's going to be good. Chris Gutierrez versus Pedro Munoz, a good step up in competition. Chris is on a hot streak coming in. I'm pretty sure he's on, yes.
Yeah.
I think, because, yeah, he lost his debut, and yeah, so 7-fight win streak. Yeah, with a draw in there with Cody Durden, so 8-fight unbeaten streak. But yeah, it's gonna be some good fun. And then I on the prelims, but it has to be brought up. Brandon Royval, Mateus Nicolau. That's a fucking fight. I mean, Mateus likes to bring a slower paced, not that exciting of a fight, but Brandon's gonna force a fun one out of him for sure.
Brandon Royval is not that type of dude. He is gonna mini Diaz. He's gonna put pressure on Mateus.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. But yeah, so UFC has definitely got a very good fight night coming to you out of Kansas City, Missouri next week. But
oh yeah,
there's only one true way to wrap up this podcast, huh? You know what it is. It's the greatest segment of the week. Who's that fighter?
Oh.
I think, I was saying this earlier, but yeah, I think there's going to be a one where all of yous might be able to get everyone on this. We shall see. But,
potential.
Let's get this opened up. Let's get the first one out. Alrighty. I think this might be the hardest one, so I'll go with it first.
Okay.
Who's that fighter? What are you thinking, Kate?
Oh, where did you send it in? I'm sorry.
Oh, the pod group. My bad.
My bad. Is this what you were talking about with the hand?
Don't look at the hand.
It's kind of impossible.
It's not, they're not part horse, alright? They are not part horse, I promise you. Not a hoof. This is by far the hardest one. Adrian?
Yeah.
Gingy. What you guess, Gingy?
My guess, I'm gonna go with Adrian Yanez.
Adrian Yanez?
Yes.
That was also Kate's guess. And it is Adrian Yanez. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Even the hand is fucked up in this picture.
Yeah, it's because he was punching someone and
yeah. That's so funny.
Was he punching Tony Kelly in that?
I don't think so. I think it was someone else.
No, he was wearing black shorts in that fight. Never mind.
Well, let's go. That was very nice. Very nice. So, if you guys got that one, I think the rest of this should be very easy then. Number 2, let's go. Who's that fighter?
Is it Izzy?
Izzy?
No, Raul.
Yeah.
I was about to say. I'm just assuming they already guessed, right?
Huh?
Have you already guessed?
Oh yeah.
No, Raul Rosas Jr.
It's Raul Rosas Jr. Let's go.
No, we started laughing because I looked at it and I looked at Jimmy. I said, "Izzy," and he goes, "I was like, I'm just kidding."
Oh my god.
That was a good one. That was a good.
All right. That hair.
Yeah.
It was the hair because you couldn't really tell by the ears or the chin in that one.
Yeah. I was supposed to, if you did a side profile of that,
that's why I was trying to not find out. I didn't want to make it that easy, but yeah. But all right, final one. Who's that fighter? And it's not Jim Bob Sherwood. A little bit trickier of a one, possibly.
Yeah, this one I actually think is harder than AJ. Because the hair's giving Rob Font, but the movement, I don't know. It probably is Rob, though. I'm gonna just go Rob.
You're going Rob?
Yeah. Or maybe short hair Kevin.
You want to change it?
Yeah. No. Fuck. I'm gonna go Rob. I'm gonna just go Rob.
Alright.
This one was by far the easiest one. It's Chris Curtis.
Damn. See, no, I had a harder time with this one. I had no idea who that was.
Kay said Rob Font. It's Chris Curtis.
Yeah, I never seen him stand like that.
He does this pose all the time when he's at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't really pay much attention to the weigh-ins.
The action man.
Because I was thinking, like, maybe like when their hands got raised or something. I don't know. But the hair was just giving Rob Font to me.
No, that's fair. But to me, it was just like... I'm also very high on Chris Curtis in general. So so it's easy for me to recognize just that.
And it's funny, though, because I was looking and I was like, but they look too big to be 135. And so then that's why, and like, I don't know, mine was like this. I was like, maybe it's shorter hair Kevin. Because like, I was like, it's got to be a heavier weight. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just keep it with Rob.
No, that's fair.
Let's go. That was a good one this week.
Mm-hmm.
Good pictures, made a little bit easier. Ginger went 3 for 3, Kate 2 for 3. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna wrap up the podcast for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. This was a good one. UFC 287 was just such a great fucking card. I hope we just get more cards like that throughout the rest of the year. And I am just gonna probably just cry during Holloway Allen next week. So I hope you all had a good one. If you liked it, like and subscribe. We got all the shits in the description. Check it out down below. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.